All right, let's get right into it. We're about to pull back the curtain on the hidden system that's secretly controlling pretty much everything you do on autopilot. The good, the bad, all of it. Let me ask you this. Does this sound familiar? You pick up your phone thinking, I'll just check one thing. And then you blink, and somehow 45 minutes of your life have just vanished into thin air. We've all been there, right? The first thing we do is blame ourselves. We think, ugh, I'm so lazy, or I have no willpower. But here's the truth. It's not a personal failing. It's a powerful, predictable system running in the background of your brain. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So welcome to day 3 of our Atomic Habit series. Today, we're putting the final piece of the foundation in place, straight from the book's fundamental section. This is the idea that ties everything from day 1 and day 2 together, so it's a big one. So, what is this secret system? Well, James Clear tells us that every single habit you have, from brushing your teeth to procrastinating on social media, follows the exact same 4-step pattern. There are absolutely no exceptions. And here it is. The 4 steps are cue, craving, response, and reward. Think of this as the blueprint for your behavior. Once you understand this loop, you can stop just reacting to your life and start designing it. So let's break this down one step at a time. Okay, let's start at the very beginning. Every habit needs a trigger to get started, and that's step 1, the cue. So what is a cue? It's just a little piece of information that signals to your brain, hey, pay attention. There's a reward nearby if you do this thing. Your brain is constantly scanning your environment for these cues, kind of like a 24/7 security camera. And these cues are literally everywhere. It could be the buzz of your phone in your pocket. It could be the specific act of sitting down at your desk to work. It can even be an internal feeling like boredom or something you see like a bag of snacks on the counter. Now, as soon as your brain notices a cue, it unleashes step 2, the craving. This is the real engine, the motivational force that drives every single one of your habits. This quote right here is one of the biggest insights from the book. We think we want the habit itself, but that's not really it. What we really crave is the change in how we feel that the habit promises. So think about it. You don't actually crave scrolling your phone. You crave a moment of entertainment or distraction. You don't crave the cookie. You crave the feeling of comfort it gives you. You don't even crave studying itself. You crave that awesome feeling of making progress. It's all about the emotion. Okay, so that craving provides the motivation, which leads us straight to step 3, the response. This is the actual habit, the action you take or the thought you think. But, and this is a huge but, you'll only actually do the thing if your brain thinks it's easy enough. Our brains are hardwired to save energy. It's an ancient survival mechanism. That's why scrolling on the couch feels a million times easier than starting a tough report. It's not a moral issue, it's just biology. And that brings us to the final and maybe the most crucial step in the whole loop. Step 4, the reward. The reward does 2 really important jobs. First, it satisfies that craving we talked about. And second, and this is key, it teaches your brain that this whole loop is worth remembering and doing again in the future. So when you scroll, you get that instant hit of entertainment. When you eat the chocolate, you get instant pleasure. The reward closes the loop and basically tells your brain, hey, that worked. Let's do that again next time. This is how an action goes from something you do once to an automatic habit. Okay, so we've got the map. Now how do we use it? This is where it gets really exciting, because this exact same system is what builds our best habits and our worst ones. Your brain doesn't judge, it just follows the loop. Just look at this, the cue. That feeling of being bored or stressed, that can stay the same. The magic is in changing the response. Instead of grabbing your phone when you're bored, you could grab a book. The goal isn't to fight your brain, it's to give it a better, more positive loop to run on. Let's see how fast this happens in real life. Cue. Your phone dings. Craving? You get that little spark of curiosity. Ooh, what's that? Response? You pick up the phone without even thinking. Reward? Your curiosity is satisfied. Now repeat that 50 or 100 times a day, and it becomes a deeply ingrained reflex. So the main thing to take away here is that this 4-step loop is the hidden blueprint for your automatic behaviors. And by understanding it, you shift from feeling like a victim of your habits to being the architect of them. You now have the map.
And with that, we have officially wrapped up the fundamental section of this series. These three core ideas, identity, systems over goals, and this habit loop, they are the bedrock for everything we're going to build next.
If this clicked for you, I seriously recommend checking out the explainers for day 1 and day 2. When you put all three together, you get a complete, powerful framework for changing just about anything. And hey, if you're ever short on time, we're also making quick 60-second versions of these big ideas. Sometimes all you need is that one little reminder to get your day back on track. If this explainer helped you see your own habits a little more clearly, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. And I want to leave you with a question to act on right now. Looking at your own life, which habit loop is the first one you want to redesign? Let me know in the comments. Because in our next explainers, we're going to move from understanding to action, and that's where the real fun begins.